Hello guys and welcome to another video. My name's Mark, I'm an entrepreneur, property investor, and I'm an investor in general. And welcome to 2022, my first video. And if I'm honest, this is a little bit of a difficult video for me to do. Stay with me, I'll tell you why. Because Omicron has been an absolute nightmare for me and my business. That said, we are getting through it at this point. And because of that, I am back. Now, thank you so much to everybody who supported me, everybody who sent me messages on Instagram, asking me when am I going to bring my YouTube videos back, when am I going to start recording some more content. Today is the first day, and I can announce I'm going to be doing a video twice a week now. It's going to be every Tuesday and every Saturday. So I will be back every week with 2 videos for you, and I'll be talking about all things entrepreneurship, all things property investing, and I will continue producing the content that I was pre-Christmas. But I'm going to be honest with you on this video, it has been hard, and I'm going to tell you all about the trials and tribulations of running a taxi business when the government say stay at home. As you can imagine, it's not been particularly easy. So, my plan for 2022 is the title of this video. I'm going to go through a little bit about what I'm hoping to achieve this year, as well as giving you some insight into my life and what's been going on. Why I haven't been around for the last month, for example. So guys, if you're new to the channel, please give this video a big like. It massively helps me out with the algorithm. And if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. Remember, we don't sell any courses on this channel. We don't try and upsell you anything. I'm just here to give you as much information impartially as I possibly can. So today, that's exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to refer it back to my plan. So let's get into it. Let's talk about my plan for 2022, because I've got some good, interesting things on the horizon. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about property. Now, I've got about £3.1 million worth of property at the moment, and if you remember, we're tracking every month as property prices change, what happens to my portfolio. So assuming I've had an average growth in line with the UK, I've gone from 3 million, roughly, to about 3,143,000. So an increase in total of about 143,000 over the course of the last 6 to 7 months, something like that. Really, really good. So what's my plan for this year? Well, I'm aiming to add an extra 1, 2 or 3 properties. But the key thing is about £500,000 worth. So I've got a couple of refinances going through at the moment. That will free up the funds that will allow me to purchase these properties. I don't imagine I'm going to be doing it in Q1. It's probably going to be more like Q2 or Q3 this year, because I want to make sure that before I do anything, my business is backfiring, and this is number 3 at 2019 levels. And I'll get onto that in a minute. I'll tell you all about the trials and tribulations and what's been going on in my life. So first of all, property, we're going to buy 1, 2 or 3 properties, about 500K's worth of value, which will bring us up to about 3.6 million pounds worth, plus whatever growth we get this year. And I'll continue to track that over there. I think we're in for a good year once again, mainly because of inflation. And we'll talk a lot about inflation this year, I think. We're going to be talking about how inflation is paying off your debt, as well as how inflation is affecting prices. So I think as investors, we're probably in for quite a good year in terms of property. I think our debt's going to be devalued and our assets are going to be inflated in value. So I think we're going to win twice. Now, if we look at my second thing on this, it's index funds. And that really is a focus around my ISAs. Me and my wife, we want to put another 40,000 into our ISAs, into index funds. These will be ETFs, mainly Vanguard, FTSE 100, FTSE All World, S&P 500 and the emerging markets. That's pretty much all we do. So those 4 ETFs, we're going to bang £40,000 in between us, which is our ISA allowance. So maybe I can get my words out. Number 3 on here, I want to get my business Go Green back to 2019 levels by the end of this year. It has been a torrid time for me. I've been working, and this is no exaggeration, and this is why I haven't been recording. I've been working 12 up to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week since Plan B was announced. And it's been incredibly hard for me to keep going at that pace. That said, we really are starting to turn a corner. Now, the demand is still not there because obviously people are only just starting to return back to normal life. But we think going into February and March, we're in a really, really strong position. position. I'm going to talk lots about some of the clever things we've done in order to be able to get ourselves into a strong enough position to be able to weather such a significant storm. And to give you an idea, the day that plan B was announced, we started seeing retractions of about 30% of demand. It was huge. So I want to get back to 2019 levels by the end of this year. I expect that to be a lot of hard work, and that is why I'm winding this down to 2 days a week rather than 3. And that way I'll be able to still serve you, but at the same time trying to focus and get this back to 2019 levels. I'm going to do it. I know that it's going to happen. We're going to make sure that that business is back up, turning over what it was before. Now, number 4 on this, YouTube. My YouTube channel, you guys. I love doing YouTube. I love all the interaction I get with you guys. I want to add 7,500 subscribers this year. So if you haven't already subscribed, if you haven't already liked it, consider subscribing, bell notification, give it a like, all that stuff. Massively help me out, help me get to this. Because ultimately I want to get to 10,000 subs by the end of 2022. That was originally my plan, was for it to take me about 2 years to get to 10,000, 1 year to get to 1,000. I've beat the 1 year target, now 2 years, I'd love to beat 10,000. So guys, as I said, if you could support me, I massively, massively appreciate it. We're not selling anything on this channel. We're never going to sell a course. We're just going to give you information free of charge. You guys can use that, but if you can give support, that's all I want. So number 5 on here, this is a personal one. I've got my 4th child on the way. You guys aren't really tuning in to learn about my personal life, but ultimately my 4th child is due in the next couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to welcoming child number 4 into the world. And my 6th and 7th one on this, again, very personal goals, and I think I want to share these. So my 6th thing on here is to live happier. And the reason I want to live happier is that I found the last couple of years very difficult, and I know that many of you watching this will feel the same. I want to make sure that I have a big focus on what makes me happy. So there's a few things that I've got in my pipeline that I'm really, really interested in. Number 1, I'm looking at a lake at the moment in France, not too far away from my French holiday home, which I think would be absolutely fantastic for my friends, my family, for my kids to grow up, being able to go fishing, to have a rowing boat, a rope swing, all that amazing stuff. But I want to focus on living a bit happier this year. So I've got some plans, I've got some ideas, I can't wait to share them with you, but we'll see how that goes. And my last one on here was to lose 10 kilos, again, because I've got this yo-yo diet thing going on. I'm gaining weight, I'm losing weight, and it's pretty much going with my happiness. I definitely need to confess to you, I am somebody who eats when I'm unhappy. So I need to get the happiness sorted and I need to get my weight sorted. So I'm going to get back down to 75 kilos. I'm currently about 83. I'm not doing too badly. Since I wrote this a couple of weeks ago, I've lost a couple of kilos, I would say. But 75 kilos is my target and I'm going to get there. But financially, the main goals are property to add 500k. That could be HMOs, single lets. It's just going to depend on what the best deals I can find. Index funds, I want to add 40k. That's both mine and my wife's allowances. I want to get those in. I want to get my business back to 2019 levels. It's going to be a lot of hard work. As I said, I'm already doing 12, 14-hour days, 7 days a week. I'm willing to do that for as long as it takes to get this business back up. But I really am starting to see the green shoots of growth, and that's really exciting. YouTube, I'm going to spend a lot of time focusing on this. I'm going to get this to 10,000 subs by the end of 2022. Welcome child number 4, live happier, and lose these 10 kilos. So guys, I hope that this gives you some insight into my plan for 2022. Put down in the comments your plan. I would love to know. Honestly, before I do anything else and before I sign off, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support. Whenever things get a little bit tough for me, I read through some of the comments, I get all these messages on Instagram, and I really do appreciate it. So guys, thank you so much, and I promise you I'm going to be recording twice a week. You'll see me again on Tuesday. This is going out on Saturday. And guys, thank you so much. Subscribe and like if you haven't already. See you soon. Cheers, guys.